Hello! In today's Archaeoscoop, my top 3 headlines are as follows. Headline number 1 comes from the North Rhine, Westphalia region of Germany, where the state government, as of 2015, will be cutting funding for archaeological research down to €0. It currently stands at a figure of around about €12 million per year. In coming years, it will be cut to €3.3 million and then down to zero as of 2015. Now, the region is most famous for containing the Neander Valley, where the Neanderthals were first found in 1856. Indeed, they are named after the Neander Valley. The region also contains sites from other periods, for example, Roman settlements, so on and so forth. But crucially, what this means is that funding will now be, or rather the onus will now be with people who want to do developments in the region to pay for excavations. However, their responsibility legally will end after the excavation has been completed. In other words, excavation and storage of remains may well be paid for, but research, restoration and presumably dissemination of data from excavations will simply not have funding. This effectively may well mean the cessation of data coming out of this crucial region, really, certainly crucial for the study of the evolution of humanity, but also it's just a shame because it's a rather large area to simply stop archaeological research in. Now, if you want to in some way make your voice heard on this issue, there is actually an online petition. I'll put a link to that with the link to this news story below. It is in German, but I'll also put some translated instructions in terms of what you need to click and what means what. So click here to sign up, put your address in this box, click this, that kind of thing. This has been kindly provided by someone who felt very strongly on the Archaeoscoop Facebook page, and in turn, actually, I have signed up myself. So if you feel strongly about this, it is a real shame, you're cutting to nothing, no funding at all, then do sign up in the petition. So anyway, both of those links will be under headline number 1 just below. Headline number 2 comes from the Western Galilee region of Israel, where Manot Cave is to be found. Now, back in 2008, surveys and then a later small-scale excavation revealed the potential for a very exciting Upper Paleolithic human and Neanderthal site. There may even be the potential for finding evidence of overlap or even cohabitation in the cave. Now, it's sort of overshadowed by sister sites, so-called, such as Kafza and Kabara. But there's the potential for this site to become even more important than those two, as it was sealed up by a rockfall around 15,000 years ago, and therefore evidence within may be, very well preserved, but also who knows what might have been preserved. So this could be potentially a very interesting site for the study of Upper Paleolithic humanity, including Neanderthals. So they're going to be returning to the cave this summer to start excavations once more, and it'll be well worth keeping an eye on to see what comes of those investigations. So that's headline number 2. Headline number 3 is, it's somewhat light-hearted, as often headline number 3 is, and it's with regards to steam-powered machinery. Someone has gathered together a series of machines which were, as they put it, being beta-tested in the 19th and early 20th centuries, and they include, for example, the velocipede, which is kind of like a steam-powered bike or bicycle, buses, cars, tanks, that kind of thing, but also as well, my personal favourite, the steam biplane, which again is fascinating. I find things like steam power and anything to do with large-scale clockwork machinations very interesting. So it's got plenty of pictures, a couple of videos, and if you're at all curious about this stuff, this sort of alternate world, I suppose, of technology, why not check out headline number 3 for more on that. For those 3 headlines, and indeed all the headlines in the past few days, as ever, check out the information below. They're all there for your delectation and delight, including, for example, a small story highlighting the supposed possible finding or refinding of Alfred the Great's remains, the King of Wessex, as it were, back in the day. Seems to be fashionable these days to dig up kings, does it not? So, yes, those are the news stories from the past couple of days. Now, hopefully, in the days when I haven't been able to do Archaeoscoops, you've been able to check out the Twitter feed. That is on the Archaeoscoop YouTube channel homepage. Just click on the little tweet bird, the blue bird there. You should see news stories being posted, and you don't have to be on Twitter to see them. It's a great thing if you want to keep up to date. Now, yes, over the past few days I've been extremely busy. Thank you for those of you who are asking, or rather to those of you who were asking as to how my visit to Tamworth went. It seemed to go rather well. The children and the teachers seemed to enjoy themselves, and actually I had a great time talking to them about well, the heritage of the area. Tamworth was once the capital of the Kingdom of Mercia back in Saxon times, as it were, in the post-Roman era. Also, as well, in coming days, I'm making an appearance at St Andrews University, which should be fun. I'm going to be talking to the Archaeology Society there. So, as I've already said, I'm very busy in April, not least because I've got this Lindisfarne Gospels project happening, and it will keep me very much busy. But also, as well, there are other things which are taking place, and I'm very much looking forward to, as I say, going up to St Andrews next week. It's going to be great. So in the coming weeks, throughout April, you can expect Archaeoscoops and a couple of other fairly snappy videos, for example, Artifacts, and hopefully that will tide you over until May, when everything will be back to normal. Anyway, I'm rambling. Check out the headlines below. Have a great Easter weekend. Don't eat too much chocolate, or if you do, at least have somewhere to lie down afterwards. And until then, bye-bye.